global warming is affecting the earth now already, so what won't it do like in the next 10 or 20 years for our future kids?
We're part of the biggest migration that's ever taken place from rural to urban areas. And that's driving global energy demand. And that energy demand primarily comes from fossil fuels, which is contributing to global climate change.
Presently, 80% of carbon dioxide emissions comes from cities. We are, as WWF, promoting the idea of 100% renewables by 2050. We believe that cities have an important role to play in scaling up the use of alternative energies, and particularly renewables.
We're in a global energy transition from dirty fossil fuel energy to low carbon renewable energy. And that transition is now inevitable. But what it looks like in 2030 and 2050 is entirely up for grabs. And it's local governments and their citizens working together, co-creating what that future looks like. Cities in developing or emerging economy countries are the ones that are growing the fastest. So can we meet our development objectives, of jobs, of health, of quality of life, whilst not undermining the resources that we need in order to make that quality of life happen? If places like Cape Town don't jump on the bandwagon, if they're not part of this low carbon transition, then they're going to get left behind. This is where it's at.
Developing countries provide an opportunity to scale up new types of technologies. If the infrastructure has not been built, there's an opportunity to get them to adopt new alternative technologies that take us away from the traditional infrastructure that we have and how modern cities have been built. The Earth Hour Cities Challenge is a competition that was developed by WWF in partnership with ICLEI, where we identify cities around the world that are putting in place programs to reduce the carbon emissions of those cities. What we're trying to do is find cities that can become champions of the new type of ways of dealing with climate change problems.
Carbon is the city's climate registry. It's a leading reporting platform whereby cities can report their actions, their commitments, and their performance to the registry to show the world what they're doing.
Cape Town has always been a very active participant in Earth Hour, and this last year, ICLEI and WWF invited all South African cities to enter the Earth Hour Cities Challenge.
I'm very impressed that our public transport has been upped. We have the MyCity buses, and I know a lot of people are making use of them.
They have quite a few awareness campaigns that they are engaging in to make youngsters and also the community and the public aware of how important it is for us to conserve the environment.
So we had 6 entries this year, the first year that this competition's been in South Africa. And those were Nelson Mandela Bay, the city of Tshwane, city of Johannesburg, Buffalo City, and lastly Durban and Cape Town. And we were amazed by the range of activities these cities are taking, from installing solar water heaters, to encouraging their community to reduce their energy use, to purchasing renewable electricity. In the end, Durban and Cape Town were nominated national finalists, and they then entered the final round of the competition. And we're absolutely delighted that in the end Cape Town has been nominated not only the national winner, but it's fought off stiff competition from cities around the world to be crowned the Earth Hour City Capital Global Winner for 2014. And it's something which not only Cape Townians can be proud of, but all of South Africa can be proud of.
I think this is affirmation for the citizens that they are doing the right thing, and I think it's great to have this kind of acknowledgement from experts that the city is going in the right direction. So I think that we can all be proud of that together.
We save a lot of electricity by putting the lights off.
Water that we don't use, that stuff goes to the garden.
At our school now, we have recycling bins.
I get on the train at Muizenberg and I take the train and I get off at my office at Woodstock. and the car stays parked at home.
Of course, it's great that Cape Town is the Earth Hour capital city of the world, but all cities need to be Earth Hour capitals because this is where the resources get used and we can all redouble our efforts to be more resource efficient. So here's to all South African cities becoming Earth Hour capitals.